Storm Tracker 12 weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
We have higher level clouds continuing to stream into the region. That's going to keep temperatures up a bit from some of the previous nights. We've seen some pretty cold mornings, and tomorrow morning will still be fairly cold, but just not as cold. 52 degrees currently in Medford. We have a cold front that is working its way towards the region. Clouds will continue to thicken up, but it's a mainly dry cold front for us. So the big impact is going to be some colder weather into the weekend, as well as some gusty winds. Tonight, winds will stay fairly light. We'll see some reduced air quality in the valleys, down to 30 in Medford, 24 degrees in Klamath Falls, and down to 31 in Mount Shasta. So again, not as cold as some of the previous nights have been for us. Tomorrow will be a little bit chillier than today. We'll see winds picking up out of the north as well. Take a look at Stormcast. You can see the passing clouds tonight, generally mostly cloudy. And then as we go through the day tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds for the region. We're going to keep an eye along and east of the Cascades. There could be a few flurries into tomorrow evening and night, but again, most of us are going to stay dry. But everybody should see some pretty gusty winds developing, especially as we move into Saturday. Winds switching out of the northeast and turning gusty. Pretty widespread gusts between 25 to as much as 40 miles per hour. But throughout southern Oregon and northern California, especially through the higher terrain, gusts up to 45 miles per hour are possible. And that's why we have a wind advisory in place 10 p.m. tomorrow through 10 p.m. Saturday. And with the colder air that's moving in, those gusty winds, we are concerned about some pretty cold wind chills, especially east of the Cascades. You can see this cold weather advisory. Wind chills could get down into the single digits and even below zero along the Cascades and Siskiyous and over on the east side, especially for tomorrow night into Saturday, and then once again for Saturday night into Sunday morning. Here's a look at forecast wind chills for the region Friday night into Saturday, and even our west side valleys will see some pretty cold conditions with the wind chills. In northern California, likely seeing wind chills down well into the teens. And then notice those colder overnight lows for the Klamath Basin as we head through the weekend. Here's your 7-day forecast for the coast. Windy this weekend for the coast, especially Saturday, but lots of sunshine. Northern California, colder into the weekend, especially at night. For the Klamath Basin, some frigid wind chills, especially Saturday morning and Sunday morning, down into the single digits, maybe even getting below zero. Highs on Saturday stuck in the 30s. The mountains, mainly dry weather over much of the next 7 days, but we're going to keep an eye. The forecast model starting to agree a bit more on the first and potentially a series of storm systems arriving on Thursday. Some good news there. But in the Rogue Valley, lots of sun this weekend. It's going to be awfully chilly, and those mornings will be quite cold. Temperatures moderating a bit through early next week.